We're back here as the Rebels have taken a 3-1 lead. Apologize for that technical difficulty. We lost our internet connection momentarily. Back on, and Connor Cordell goes down looking. Goes down on strikes. Second out of the inning. Rebels got 2 on. And then a sacrifice bunt by Britton Salisbury moved him in a scoring position. Here's one driven to the right center gap. Easton Ford's going to pick up another RBI. Proctor's going to score from second. Proctor doubled to score 2, and now scores on an Easton Ford RBI single, and the Rebels now lead it 4-1. Ford picks up his 18th RBI already of the year. Mr. RBI for the Rebels. And Elton Roberts at the plate. He's going to hit this one foul off the right side, now to play. Rebels have scored 3 in the inning. It's now 4-1. There's a strike called to Roberts. Pitch is high for a ball. One and two the count. Here's one grounded towards second. Up with it, second baseman throw to first, and in time. They get the out there. On Roberts, hard ground ball. Almost snuck through, but nice play backhand stop by the second baseman. Rebels pick up 3 runs in the inning on 3 hits. They got the leadoff single by Carter Parker, a Connor Proctor double, and then Easton Ford's RBI single, and lead at 4-1 as we go to the bottom half of the second. Easton Ford back out there for his second inning of work. Six, 7, and 8 holes. Hitters for Tupelo due up this inning. Dalton Odell will be the leadoff batter. And he watches the first pitch for a strike call. Here's Ford's next delivery, and it's in there for a strike. Little bit of control problems to start the opening inning. But then Ford It's seemingly settled in since then, but did allow the solo home run to Cody Arrington, the Tigers' leading hitter. 0-2. That pitch outside. Bounces away from Trout. As they tried to get Odell to chase that one. Zotto out to a 4-1 lead, and there's one fouled off. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Rebels betting for their 47th consecutive win. The 1-2, and it's low for a ball. They won 46 in a row since their last loss, which came to Tupelo that last fall. And there's a soft liner to second, and Gardner will snag that one for the first out. Brody McCullum, the next batter. The next pitch, and it's a strike called. Swing and a miss for strike two. Ford back ahead in the count. Next delivery, swung on a miss for strike three. McCullum goes down swinging. Easton's first strikeout of the contest. Next batter for Tupelo's Colton Borland. And he'll watch strike one. Oh, said it hit him, but umpire did not agree as a called strike. That one's outside for a ball. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Borland behind on that one. Ford ahead in the count now, 1-2. 2 outs here in the second. Rocks and fires, and that was chopped in front of the plate. Trout out the field to throw to first in time to get Borland for the third out of the inning. So a quick second inning for Easton Ford there. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head on to the third inning. Silo leading 4-1. Back with more from Tupelo. Sawyer Reddick to lead it off for the Rebels here in the third. Trying to get something started here. Reddick went down on strikes his first time up, and he's going to take strike one from Arrington. Here's the next delivery, and it's fouled back to the screen. Silo with a run in the first, 3 in the second. Actually, 1-1 is the count. Okay. And now 2-1. Two one from Arrington, and it's upstairs for a ball. 3-1 now. And there's a strike called. Runs it full to Reddick. Middle of the order up for the Rebels this inning, and he's going to ground one. Cue shot off the end of the bat to first base and fielded and out there. Wofford scoops it up, steps on the bag. Brings up Josh Trout. Trout's going to swing on the first pitch and fouls it off the left side. Trout grounded out to second. His first time up. Swing and miss on that one. Looked like a slider from Arrington. And there's one in the dirt on 0-2. Next pitch, swing and miss. Trout couldn't lay off the high, hard one and goes down swinging for the second out of the third. Brings Carter Parker to the plate. Arrington rocks and fires, and that one's high. Arrington already up to 57 pitches. He threw 15 yesterday in relief, and there's a strike called. End up getting the win against Moss in the semifinals. The 1-1 high for ball 2. Here's the next one, and it drops in there for strike 2. Breaking pitch. Evens the count to Parker. The catcher, Meek, takes time. Now back in there. The pitch, and it just misses off the outside corner. 3-2. Rebels in danger of their first scoreless inning here. 2 outs, nobody on, as this ball is popped up to left, and coming in as the left fielder, Foreman. Got to make the catch on that shallow pop fly to end the top half of the third. For the Rebels, no runs, no hits. And no one left on. We go to the bottom of 3. 4-1 Silo. Ready to go here in the bottom of the third, and it's going to be Luke Foreman to lead it off, and he'll butt at the first pitch and foul it off from Easton Ford. Ford getting this start. We're expecting to see Carter Parker on the mound at some point in this one to get some work in. With that 4-game set coming up next week at in Branson, Missouri, in the festival. This is the last game action until then, as Monday's game with Fort Towson has already been canceled. The 1-2 now, and just misses off the outside corner. Trout thought it was strike 3. Started to throw it around there. But it's even at 2-2. Ford delivers. Chopper, left side, charging in as Parker. Here's the throw to first, is in time. Foreman is retired to start the third inning. Back to the top of the order now. It's going to be Weller. Davin Weller. And first pitch to him is inside for a ball. Easton rocks and fires, and that one's popped foul and out of play. Count 1-1. Here's the next delivery, and just misses high. He tried to drop that one in there and stayed high. Make it 2-1. One's in there for a strike called. To go 2-2. Ford's next pitch, strike 3 called. Same spot as the last one, and Weller watches it for strike 3. That right there on the inside corner. So 2 down, and it's going to be Peyton Bills, the third baseman, at the plate, and he'll watch a strike. Easton now 47 pitches, as that one is a little bit low. Majority of those have been strikes, as he has done a good job filling up the strike zone. Here's a soft liner left side, and over to his right as Proctor makes the grab for the third out. Well, that'll end the third inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. Tigers go in order in the third. We head to the fourth. Silo up 4-1. Back with more coming up from Tupelo here in the finals of the Tupelo tournament. Charlie Gardner to lead it off for the Rebels here in the fourth. Silo thus far, 4 runs on 4 hits. Tupelo 1 run on 2 hits. Here's the pitch from Arrington to Gardner, and he watches it for a strike called on the outside corner. Next pitch is inside for a ball. Gardner drew a walk his last time up. After getting behind in the count. Here's the 1-1, and right there for a strike. To make it 1-2. Arrington's next delivery is swung on, and it's popped up. Right side, foul ground. Coming in is the first baseman, and Wofford will make the grab. For out number 1. Brings Britton Salisbury to the plate. Salisbury had a sacrifice bunt his last time. He lines this one right at the second baseman, and McCullum grabs it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs. As Kyler Proctor back to the plate. He's been aboard twice, scored twice, 2 of the 4 runs. See what he can do with 2 outs here, nobody on. As that first pitch, this is just outside, got off the catcher's glove. Proctor had a double his last time. Up, that scored 2 runs. Pitch is low. 2-0. Arrington fires high for a ball. 3-0. Next delivery, he's swinging, and he's going to drill this one deep to left, and it is gone. Long gone out of here. It's on the softball field. He had the green light on 3-0 and didn't miss that time. And Proctor delivers another run. The 3-0 green light, and he slams it onto the softball field deep over the left field wall. Extends the Silo lead to 5-0. Connor Cordell, the next batter, and he'll watch strike 1. Tried to sneak one by Proctor on 3-0, but he was not taking anything. 1-1 now as that one's high. Next pitch to Cordell is in the dirt. 2-1 count. The pitch pulled foul nearly right into the Tupelo dugout. Bounces over. The 2-2 here, swung on. It's hit well to center. Backing up as the center fielder can't get there. It's over his head off the wall. Cordell with a 2-out double off the wall. And the Rebels have another runner in scoring position. A line shot off the bat of Cordell. Odell couldn't get to it, got over his head, and here comes Easton Ford, Mr. RBI. Already another RBI in this contest. 18 on the season thus far, and he's got another shot here with Cordell at second base. He watches the pitch low. See how careful they are with him with the base open at first. That one's low for ball two. Easton came in hitting a blistering .611 for the season. Here's the next one, and it's outside. It's 3-0. Not sure if he'll try to pipe one here on 3-0. Last time it got smashed. Now, it is a strike, but more on the outside corner that time from Arrington. 3-1 the count. Ford was taking that time. A look at second. Cordell, the nice lead. Pitch in the dirt. Easton Ford with another walk. Well, the Rebels doing the damage with 2 outs. Going to have a courtesy runner at first base as Sean Weaver is going to run for Ford. Delton Roberts is the batter. Roberts had an RBI and a sacrifice fly in his first at bat. Watches that one high. Grounded out his last time. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for a strike call. Arrington's next delivery, and it's a breaking ball, swung on and missed. One and two. Next pitch is fouled off, back and out of play. So Arrington looked like he might have a fairly easy inning with the first 2 outs pretty quickly, but then has run into trouble. Already 85 pitches for Arrington. We're just 2 outs in the fourth. And there's a swing and miss. He gets Roberts swinging, but the Rebels strike with 2 outs. A run on 2 hits, 2 left. Silo now leading 5-1. Back in the first inning. Easton Ford's first pitch swung on, and it is lined to second, and reaching up, Charlie Gardner makes the grab. As Arrington lines out. One down for the Tigers. Tayson Meek, the next batter. Here's the Ford pitch. It's swung on, and it's going to be fouled off the right side. Ford has his sign and the pitch, and pulled the string on that one. Swing and a miss by Meek. It's 0-2. Next delivery is up and away. And Ford fires that one in there and gets the swing for strike three. Meek goes down on strikes. 2 outs quickly here in the fourth for Tupelo. Third strikeout of the game for Easton Ford. Going to bring the first baseman, Cash Wofford, to the plate. He's going to swing on the first one. It's a chopper to third. Fielded on a hop there by Parker. The throw over in time. So a fast bottom of the fourth that time for Easton Ford. Just 6 pitches for the senior in the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. They go in order. To start this fifth inning, it's going to be Zane Sander, the freshman. Sander, .556 the batting average, and 11 plate appearances thus far. And up to lead off here against Arrington as he's hit by the pitch. Sails high and inside, and got to see one pitch and hits him. And Sander is aboard to start the fifth. Brings up Josh Trout now. As Sander pinch hitting there for Sawyer Reddick. Trout squares, bunts, and it goes foul. Sander 3 for 3 in stolen bases on the season. Has good speed out there. Trout was looking to bunt him over. Fouls off the first one. Now he squares again. Pulls back. Runner going. Sander headed to second. Now he's going to have to go back as this one has popped up and diving back in after the ball is snagged on the pop-up by the first baseman, Wofford. Rebels had the hit and run on. But Trout popped it up. Brings Carter Parker to the plate. Here's a quick throw to first base. Sanders back in safely. The pitch is a strike called. On the inside corner there to Parker. Swung on and fouled off the left side. Here's the next one from Arrington. It's in the dirt, but nice snag by the catcher, Meek, to keep that one from going to the backstop. And hold Sander at first base. The 1-2 pitch, runner on the move. It's up and high. Throw to second is going to be in time. As the throw right on the money there from Meek. And Sander is thrown out, stealing there on the tag from Weller. 2 down. The 2-2 just misses on the outside corner. Full count, payoff pitch, fouled back to the backstop. Once again, on the payoff pitch, this time it's upstairs for a ball. Parker draws another walk. And we're going to have a pinch hitter again. It's Sean Weaver this time. Weaver pinch hitting for Gardner. 2 down, runner at first is Parker. Here's the pitch from Arrington. It's a strike called on the outside corner. Arrington approaching 100 pitches on the day. Swing and miss on that one. Oh, 2 count. Here's the next one. It's chopped third base. Up with it is Bills, and he'll throw over. It gets Weaver out on the ground out. 99th pitch of the game for Arrington to end the 5th inning. For the Rebels in the inning, no runs, no hits. A man left. We move to the bottom of 5. It's Silo 5 and Tupelo 1. Defensive changes for the Rebels here. It's going to be Brenton Salisbury moving to second base, and Sean Weaver goes into right field. As Easton Ford back out there for his 5th inning of work. Been fairly efficient. Ford 55 pitches through 4. While Arrington for Tupelo, he is right at 100 pitches now through 5 innings. For Tupelo, it's going to be 6, 7, and 8 batters due up. Dalton Odell will start things, a center fielder. And Ford delivers a strike. Gets his sign, and the next one, that's low for a ball. Rebels 5 runs on 6 hits. Tupelo a run on 2. As that one is fouled by Odell. Ford ahead in the count at 1-2. Pitch home and just misses a little bit low. Count evens at 2-2. Here's the next one from Easton, and no, right off the inside corner. Three-2 payoff pitch this time, and it's ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 5th. Odell draws the free pass. McCollum is the next batter. Brody McCollum. Here's strike 1 from Ford. Easton has his sign. Checks the runner at first. Pitch is fouled at the plate by McCollum. Ford quickly ahead, 0-2. And there's a swing and miss. Pulled the string on that one, got him at the off speed, and McCollum goes down on strikes. It'll be Colton Borland now. Ford checks first, runner's going. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. The throw is a little bit low from Trout. And Odell is going to have the stolen base. So Odell steals second. The 1-0 now as a strike called. Easton rocks and fires, and this one is pulled foul. Once again, ahead in the count. Easton's got about a 2-to-1 strike to ball ratio in this contest. As that one misses outside. Counts even at 2-2. Next pitch, swung on. It's popped into, it looked like it was going to get into shallow center field, but stays on the infield, and Britton Salisbury makes the grab. Pop out to second. Salisbury makes the catch. There's 2 outs. 9-hole hitter is Luke Foreman, with Odell out there at second base. First pitch here is outside for a ball. The look at second, and the pitch home is low, ball 2. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here at the ballpark. Tupelo today. Ford misses high, 3-0. Top of the order, awaiting on deck as a strike called there. Time is called as Ford was about to start his delivery. He'll check second, pitch home, swing and miss. Count goes full. The look at second, pitch home, swung on, and this one's going to be fouled off the right side and out of play. Foreman stays alive on that one. Ford's next pitch, and that just missed. It's a little bit high for a ball. Second walk of this inning. Easton maybe laboring just a little bit. Weller steps to the plate, Davin Weller. And that pitch is in the dirt. Blocked there by Trout. Runner from second will advance, Odell. As he spiked that one in the dirt on the wild pitch. They hold Foreman at first base. Runners at first and third now with 2 outs. Visit to the mound from with Coach Billy Jack Bowen out there to talk to Ford. Still just a 5-1 Silo lead. The tying run on deck here. Still expecting to see Carter Parker on the mound at some point. But not yet, as the conference is over. Ford stays in there. 77 pitches for Easton now here in the 5th. Runners at first and third, and Rebels, not holding at first base. Now they will, as the count goes 3-0 to Weller. There's a strike called, taking all the way. Bill's on deck, and Arrington, the team leading hitter, in the hole. Rebels do not want to see him this inning. Here's the 3-1, and that's called a ball just off the outside corner. Close one there, but it's the third walk of the inning issued by Ford, and that may be it for Easton. Coach Bowen headed back to the mound, and probably going to have a pitching change here. As it's going to be Carter Parker coming to the mound. With the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 5th. Tying run coming to the plate. Parker coming on in relief. So as expected, Carter Parker on the pitch, but in a tight situation here. Comes in with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the 5th. Parker making his second appearance of the season, has a 1-0 record, 3 innings pitched. No runs allowed, 2 hits, struck out 3, walked none. Coming off a fabulous spring season a year ago. So, in to try to squelch this Tupelo rally in the 5th inning. He will face, for the Tigers, Peyton Bills. Bills grounded out to short his first time out. And then lined out to short his second. The left-hand hitting Bills. Here's Parker. First pitch from Carter as a strike called. The senior right-hander. 0-1 count and the delivery. Another strike right in there as Bills watches it all the way. He's behind in the count at 0-2. Couple of fastballs from Parker. Here's the next one. And it's strike 3 called. 3 straight. Bills watch them all. And Parker comes in and squelches that rally on 3 pitches. Tigers leave them loaded in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Silo up 5-1. So Carter Parker comes in relief and gets out of the bases loaded jam, and Rebels carry that 5-1 lead here into the 6th inning. Cody Arrington back out there, and at 99 pitches through 5 innings. Maybe his final inning, we'll have to see, but the Rebels, they've got the big sticks coming as it's going to be 9-1-2. Bretton Salisbury to lead it off, and then back to the top of the order that has done the damage for Silo today. Connor Proctor has been a terror for the Tigers. He has scored 3 of the 5 runs, and he's on deck. Salisbury swinging at the first pitch, fouls it back and out of play. That was pitch 100 for Arrington, and that one is fouled off as well. 0-2 to Salisbury. Arrington rocks and fires, and this one is hit into left field, hanging up there for the left fielder Foreman, and the catch is made. Fly ball to left as Salisbury flies out. Now here comes Proctor. Last 2 days, Proctor has just been on a tear at the plate, and he's going to watch that pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Next one from Arrington, and that one's low. Proctor's had 2 home runs in the last 2 days, as well as a double. And a strike called once again. That one on the outer half. 1-2 count. Now Arrington quickly working, and that pitch is popped foul and out of play off the right side. That slipped out of Proctor's hands that time. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on, and it's hit a one-hopper to second, sharply and fielded there by McCullum on the hop as that outside pitch, Proctor grounds out to second base. Trying to fight that one off. Cordell, the next batter. He swings on the first pitch. Hits it high in the air. Deep to left center, and it's gone! Just kept carrying. Connor Cordell with the solo home run. Got it up in the jet stream here as the wind has picked up a little bit from the south, and Cordell goes deep. Off of Cody Arrington. Connor's second home run of the season. Second of the tournament. Easton Ford, the next batter. Rebels have added a run. It's 6-1, and Ford watches that one outside for a ball. They got Proctor out, but Cordell hits one. Now here's a line shot into the left, going to drop in front of the left fielder. Foreman for a hit. A line drive single by Ford brings Delton Roberts to the plate. Pitch to Delton is in the dirt for a ball. Ford stays there as that one snagged by Meek. Here's the 1-0, swung on, and it is skied high. Shallow center field, out is Weller, and going to make the catch. On the pop fly to shallow center for the third out of the inning. But the Rebels pick up a run on the Connor Cordell home run. 2 hits in the inning. It's 6-1 Silo as we go to the bottom of 6. Carter Parker back out for his second inning of work. Came in, got 3 straight strikes to get the strikeout and end the threat in the 5th. He'll face Cody Arrington, who has accounted for the lone Tupelo run. Nobody on, however, and Arrington hits this one past Delton Roberts into left field for a base hit. First pitch swinging there. Arrington aboard to start the sixth. Tayson Meek, the next batter. There's a breaking ball as a called strike. Parker's bread and butter right there. Here's a fastball, grounded, backhand stop, nice play, Salisbury on to second for one, and Proctor turns it for the double play. Another fabulous play by Britton Salisbury on a backhand grab. Going to his right, shoveled to Proctor, and the Rebels turn the double play once more. 2 down. And the batter's Wofford. He'll swing and foul off the first pitch. Cash Wofford. Here's the next delivery from Parker. Breaking ball, called strike. So quickly, nobody on. 0-2 the count to Wofford. Parker rocks and fires. It's upstairs for a ball on that 0-2 delivery. Here comes the next one from Carter. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Wofford goes down swinging to end the sixth. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Just 7 pitches for Parker that inning. We go to the 7th. Westlato up 6-1. So after 112 pitches, Arrington is done. On to pitch is the lefty Nate Metcalf for the Tigers. So Metcalf, the new pitcher. Let's see, Arrington will move to third base. Zane Sander to lead off. Was hit by pitches last time. Here's a off-speed pitch outside for a ball. High and away, leading off here in the 7th. The freshman. Next delivery, and it's low. That breaking ball, 2-0. Metcalf's next pitch, it's in there for a strike call. Taking all the way that time on that 2-0. Metcalf has his sign. The pitch is swung on, and it's pulled foul. Pulled foul past the bag at third. Evens the count at 2-2. Looked like another breaking ball there. Next pitch, another breaking pitch, and it's called strike three. Ended up inside, but broke across the plate. From the left-hander, Josh Trout, the next batter. And there's the curveball, drops in there for strike one. Another breaking pitch, swung on and missed. We'll try behind in the count at 0-2. The curveball, this one swung on and hit to center. Backing up is the center fielder Odell, and he's going to make the catch for round number 2. So a off-speed left-hander, Metcalf, has gotten 2 outs here to begin the 7th. Carter Parker, the next batter. Now the curveball, it's strike called. Next pitch, swung on, grounded slowly, right side, charging, second baseman, throw to first is not going to be in time. Was a slow roller on the right side off the end of the bat, a cue ball by Parker. And he is able to reach. Sean Weaver, the next batter. Swinging a miss there. Look at first, pitch home, and it gets by the catcher. In the dirt, Parker will move on down to second base on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and it's fouled off the right side, not a play. Rebels having to wait back big time now after seeing Arrington the first 6 innings. And there's a swing and miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first for the out. Metcalf gets a couple of strikeouts. We go to the bottom of 7. Rebels needing 3 outs for their 47th straight win. Next action on the air for Rebel baseball. Next Silo action will come on Friday. We'll be in Ozark, Missouri for the U.S. Bank Festival. The Rebels will be in action noon and 2, the start times for those games on Friday. We'll have them on the air for you here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Squirtle Network. Noon and 2 on Friday. And then Saturdays. Saturday's game times at 9 and 11 a.m. on Saturday for the next Rebel baseball action here on SiloRebels.tv. For Tupelo here in the 7th. Under their final chance. 6, 7, and 8 batters due up to face Carter Parker. Dalton Odell, the leadoff, and he watches that one low for a ball. First pitch in the dirt from Parker. Next one, that one's high and off the glove of Trout. Gets to the backstop. It's 2-0. Next pitch, and that one's inside. 3-0. Parker rocks and fires. Strike called. Right down Broadway there. Here's the next pitch. And misses high, ball 4. Tigers have the lead off a board. It was 3 walks that loaded the bases in the last inning for Tupelo. They get a leadoff walk here to Odell. Brings up Brody McCullum. Oh, excuse me, we got a pinch hitter. It is Bryson Bastable. He'll swing and miss on that high fastball. From Parker. Checks the runner. Next pitch. Strike call. So 0-2 the count. That one's high for a ball. Parker's 1-2 delivery, and it's strike 3 called. Got him looking. Round number 1. Parker gets his 3rd strikeout. The pitch is in there for a strike called to Borland. Colton Borland. Here's the next one, swung on. It's popped up. Shallow right field. Coming in as the right fielder and going to make the catch. Out there in right field now. That was Casey Spaulding. So Spaulding makes the grab on the pop fly. There's 2 outs. Tigers down to their final out. Foreman's the batter, and he'll watch a pitch high for a ball. Popped up, foul ground, racing over. Parker dives and can't come up with it. As it falls right in front of the Rebel dugout. We'll be on the air Friday from U.S. Bank Ballpark in Ozark, Missouri, about 10 till noon on Friday. Those next contest. Pitch is inside for a ball. Two-one delivery and just off the outside corner. Rebels have not gotten many of those. Pitch is pulled foul. Count goes full. So runner will be moving on the pitch. Here with 2 outs. Foreman the batter. Parker's pitch, breaking ball, misses in the dirt for a ball, and it's ball 4. Foreman gets the walk, brings Weller to the plate. Tigers have had a couple of threats. Thanks in part to 5 free passes. So back to the top of the Tiger order, and here's a breaking ball, and that one misses high. 1-0 the count. Parker's next pitch is a strike called. Gets his sign. Checks the runner. Pitch from Carter, and it's strike 2 called. Tigers down to their final strike now. And here's a pickoff at first base, but diving back in, Foreman almost got caught napping there. One and two. Parker rocks and fires, and that one's popped into right field, going to drop in front of Spalding. Here comes the throw coming home, and it's up the line. Runner scores on the bloop single by Weller as he fought that one off on the right side. Odell is able to score from second. Foreman now at third. Runners at the corners. That brings Bills to the plate. Bills was up in another big situation. Actually, we got a pinch hitter. Going to have a new right fielder as well. Now this is the pitcher now. It's going to be Nate Metcalf into batting now. Came in that spot, and he watches one low. For a ball. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Proctor comes up with it, goes to second for the short one, and that'll end it. On the ground now, ends the inning. and the Rebels win it 6-2. The final score, and Silo picks up its 47th consecutive win, and will take that winning streak to Missouri next week. Looking at the final numbers from this one, Easton Ford picks up the win. 4 2/3 innings on the mound. Allowed 1 run on 2 hits. Struck out 4 and walked 3. Carter Parker 2 1/3 innings to get the save, as he allows 1 run on 2 hits. Struck out 3 and walked 2. At the plate for Silo, they end up with 9 hits, led by Kyler Proctor. 3 hits in the game, a single, a double, and a home run. He drove in 3. Connor Cornell had 2 hits, including a double and a home run. 1 RBI. Easton Ford with 2 hits. He had a pair of singles and an RBI. And let's see, Carter Parker with a couple hits as well in the game and 1 RBI. As doing the trophy presentations now. And the runner-up trophy going to the Tupelo Tigers, with the championship plaque being presented to the Rebels after their 6-2 win here this afternoon. So that's going to about do it from Tupelo. The Rebels are the Tupelo tournament champions. They improve their season record to 8-0 on the fall and win number 47 in a row. So that's going to wrap it up here from Tupelo. Until next Friday. From Missouri, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long here on SiloRebels.tv.